Hello, I'm just waiting for camera to zoom in properly or focus properly. Hi, I'm Jyoti. Subscribe to my channel. I am your spiritual bestie and I make daily YouTube videos to help you in moving out of dysfunction into harmony, into healing, into peace, from moving from low self-esteem, low self-confidence into higher levels of confidence, higher level of golden self-esteem. And today's video is about capability, what your true capabilities are, and how should you judge your capability, true measure of your capability. So we will begin, but first I'll sit properly so that my legs are not numbing in the middle of the video. I forgot to get my water bottle, but anyway, I would let God lead the way, because not me, it's God. Sometimes the messages that come through me, I need them too. So you and I are in this together, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. Lots of love. Thank you for tuning in today. So let's begin the video. Capability. What your true capability is. I will give you this example. Suppose this is person A, this is person B, Rani, and this is Raj. So Rani grew up in lot of dysfunction, meaning dysfunction as in like her parents are constantly gaslighting her when she feels that she's not being loved and taken care of, because at the time that she needs food, she does not get it, because her parents are not attuned to her needs, so she doesn't feel taken care of. But they kept saying that we give you this, we give you money, we give you food, and we give you house to live in, we care for you. But then again, the time that she needs to eat food, she's hungry. And then the time that she wants to go to park and play, but her parents are not there, they're just busy in their own world, and she feels completely avoided. But then their parents say that we love you, we care for you. And in her, when she's feeling avoided, and to have good connection with her parents, she has to tell herself that she is wrong. What she's feeling, there's definitely something wrong about her, and this is dysfunction. And other dysfunctional patterns that she's being part of, that she kept telling her mother that I don't like to go to this certain relative's place. But then her mother says, she just completely avoids her, why she is scared, like why her daughter is scared. She does not even want to connect or understand. So she's been growing up in this kind of dysfunction. And now when she is an adult, because of constant gaslighting, because of constant abuse, because of constantly feeling avoided on a day-to-day basis by the people who are the gods of her reality. Parents are the gods of the reality, right? So she constantly feel neglected by them on a day-to-day basis. Now she has grown up into an adult who feels exhausted all the time, and she does not understand why is she so exhausted. And because of being around people who were so unsafe, emotionally unsafe, and physically and sexually too, because when she would go to her relative, there was a man who would sexually assault her and then will pretend like a nice gentleman in front of everybody. That confused her. Okay, this man, when nobody is around, tries to do certain things which I don't even know if they are right or not, but they feel wrong. And now when this man is in front of everybody, he just pretends to be my uncle, And when no one's around, then he's trying to be my, like, keeps telling me story, I'm your lover, I'm meant to do this, and all these um, sexual harassment thing. At that time, Rani is so small, she doesn't even understand this, and nobody is there to guide her. So now she's like completely confused in her when she's adult. So because she's exhausted, and because of all the things that she has been through in her childhood with the people, now in her adulthood she cannot find people safe, and her capability to trust people has been diminished. Her capability to perform day to day daily tasks is diminished. She is exhausted. She can't act on her inspirations. She can't do her house chores. And then she sees other people who are like very happy. They're playing because they feel safe with each other. Women are playing with other men in the park, like they're dancing together, they're going partying, they're eating meals together. All these things are super hard for Rani, because she feels super unsafe around people. Her ability and capability to trust people is very low. And then there's this person, Raj, who grew up in very positively social family, wherein his parents are always affirming that he is safe, they take care of him, and they also back their words with the action, meaning when they say that they care for him, they do indulge in his life. They want to know how his day went in his school, who his friends are, how does he feel when he is going to school in the morning, is there anything that they can do to begin his day in a positive way. He grew up around very safe people, and whenever there is discomfort in his life, he could easily go to his mom and share it, because his mom made sure that, whatever is troubling him, she gets to the root of that cause. So he grew up in very good family, and now he is an adult. His ability to act on his passions and inspiration is too much, because he's confident. He knows that if anything were to happen, he has a support system. He has support system of his parents, and he also learned in his childhood there is so many people that he can trust and he can go to. He knows that he can go to people. So he trusts himself to ask for help, ask for support, because he feels deserving of that. And his capability, because of all the positive experiences he had in his childhood, his capability now as an adult is way more to perform in a way that serves him best in his work, and to be available for love, to give love, to receive love, to resolve the conflict. Because in his childhood, when any conflict happened with his siblings or with other people, if his mother didn't do anything, which his mother could not do something which was in his best interest, he could express his anger to his mother, and his mother made sure that she resolved it in a very healthy way. So as an adult, Raj knows that he can resolve the conflict. He will choose people who are right for him. Whereas Rani, whenever there are conflicts, she just had to hide. What she learned, that we don't talk about it. We just stay quiet, or we just ignore. Whenever there are conflicts, we don't talk about it. It just never gets spoken. Both the people, Raj will succeed and Rani will take a lot of time. Her capability right now is bit lesser than Raj. Is it Rani's fault? No. Is this the truth that Rani is not capable? No. Will you? Will you make a plant culprit for not blossoming a healthy flower when it is not receiving the proper amount of sunlight and water? Does it mean that plant is not capable? Everyone's capabilities are different. First of all, we are all unique people and we have different talents. There is no reason to compare ourselves with each other, and our capabilities are unique. We all blossom in our own timings, in our own seasons. And you have no right to criticize yourself in a very harsh way. Of course, there should be a positive accountability and some level of assertiveness, but there is no room for harsh criticism, because a lot of times you may also not know, because the trauma is so deep, and it just right now you are unpacking it as you are watching me. So like, it will take time. First there will be a shock, sensation of shock in your body, that realization, oh my god, so much happened with me. And then slowly there will be grief, like, oh my god, I lost so much of my childhood, so much of my personality because of what I went through. And then there will be like grief for you realizing that I was shaming myself for no reason at all. And then there will be love and connection and understanding. Slow process, you know. So your capabilities are infinite in a way and also limited in a way, if you try to understand it from that perspective. A person who is on a wheelchair, they are limited. They cannot do so many things by themselves. They cannot stand up and walk towards the washroom on their own. They always need somebody to drag them to washroom, and they cannot stand up and cook their own food. They cannot go shopping on their own. It's limited, but their capability is to think so deeply and to bring concepts in this world that a normal human mind cannot bring. They are highly philosophical, they are highly artistic. In that way, their capabilities are too much, and they are so understanding of human feelings, so that makes them a great listener. Anybody who sits around that person who is on a wheelchair feels very safe and calm and heard and seen and understood. So their capability in that area is unlimited and infinite. So you gotta see, I just gave you this example. I want you to see within you, you know, your capability. Can your capabilities, like, oh, I can talk like her, or maybe like you are trying to measure your capability by what you can do as other person. Like, okay, if that person talks so nicely, I should be able to talk so nicely, then I can believe that, okay, I'm so much capable. Your gifts are so unique. You don't need to compare yourself, your gifts with other people, your journey with other people. Why are you doing that? Is this because your parents did that? Constantly compare to other people, other sibling, or when they come to know, like, okay, the neighbor's child is performing so well, and then they give you the side look in a very nasty way, like, look what they are doing and what you are doing, and you felt like useless, and you felt like that to get their love and appreciation, you have to outperform the neighbor's child now. So anytime you see other person doing well, so you're like, okay, I need to outperform them, only then I can be more lovable, deservable, and yeah. Our foundation has been so spoiled, like it was a faulty foundation for us. The parenting that we received was so bad. It was very hurtful. Very hurtful. Of course, there may have been a good part in our childhood, but our self esteem has been tarnished by the way that we were taught to think about ourselves. We could never connect to our unique gifts and talents because we were constantly trying to do what other people are doing. And we were so fixated, that it has to be this way. But it's time we change that for us. It's time that we realize that we are all very unique. Our journeys are going to be so unique, and then that you are a unique expression of God, just like so many other people. Your beauty, your talents, your gifts, it's going to be so different. And God's going to show you your beauty, your gifts, and your unique potential. In this world, everything has a power to reproduce. A fruit has a seed, a vegetable has a root through which you can regrow it. Human beings, we all also have power to reproduce. So every human being has a potential and has a gift inside them. Every human being. If you read a book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill was blessed with a son who was deaf, and doctors told him that he can never hear, and his talking capability, the child's talking capability, is 20% only. But Napoleon Hill and his wife, whenever they are around their child, they had this strong belief that he is going to do something great, that he is going to be amazing, and that they kept thinking, whenever they were around child, they kept thinking very positive about him. And few years later, like not even few years later, but when he turned 6, 7, 8, 9, he started to show results. Like he started to become independent. He started to find ways to go sell newspaper, to make his own money, and their parents were seeing that how their thoughts have been positively impacting their child. And then when he turned 18, he did like really amazing thing for other deaf people. He created a device through which other people can hear, and like something knowledgeable. I would like you to read Think and Grow Rich to know the exact story. I read it a while ago, so I don't remember the exact story, what he invented, but he invented something great. So my purpose to share this story is with you is how amazing it is when you are growing up around people who see the potential in you, who has that creative eye to see the potential. They don't just like see human and say like, it's not valuable, this human is not valuable. But that every human is valuable. Every human is valuable. Every human is valuable. They just didn't receive the love, the care, the right environment to think about themselves as such, like as valuable, you know. So every human being holds higher level of values, like value, you know. And just because someone does not see their own value does not mean that the value doesn't exist, does not mean that they don't have the gift. Just because you don't see any gift in me doesn't mean it's not there. It is there. Just because right now, I remember for a lot of time I felt like I have nothing in me to offer to this world. But I was not seeing my gifts at that time. And now, few years later, wow, I'm so grateful that I could see my real worth. And I'm still every single day seeing it more and more and more. I see 222. And during that time, I kept saying this prayer that God, show me my gifts. God, show me what you want to do through me in this world. God, reveal to me my gifts. Align me with my gifts. God, show me my true value. Give me golden confidence. I prayed, and then everything just lined up for me. And all the good that you see in other people, it exists in you. It just be in a different way. For example, a singer can sing a song and invoke that good energy in a person, you know, whereas a dancer can do that, invoke that same good energy through their dance. A cook can invoke that same energy by cooking a most beautiful meal and plating it so nicely for you, you know. So all the good that you see in other people exists in you. That ability exists in you to touch the hearts of people, to create more love, more connection, more understanding, more joy. You will just do it in your own unique way, you know. I have a guided meditation, Heal Your Life. Link is in the bio. Also, keep checking my website. I will soon open one-on-one sessions for you to connect, to get spiritual guidance, therapy, emotional guidance, and lots of love to you, to your family. I'll see you in another video tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel.